What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday afternoon, good old hump day, and we have some Kenobi stuff. It's not going to be a long live stream, but if you guys want to send in comments in the chat, we'll answer them to the best of our ability. I'm not sure if anybody's going to be joining me on this or not. If you haven't seen, Entertainment Weekly released, I believe it's 8 stills from the Obi-Wan Kenobi limited Disney Plus series. Obviously, the word around the internet is that we were supposed to get a trailer today. I'm going to touch on that right off the bat. I just want to sort of try to keep everybody's expectations in check here. Now, we here at Fandom Empire are definitely way more accurate with Halloween news than we are Star Wars news. But we know some people that are definitely in the know-how for Star Wars. And look, when Making Star Wars comes out and says that we're getting a trailer today, usually you can take it to the bank. But if you read their most recent article about the trailer being imminent and you really actually read it word for word, then to me it becomes clear that maybe there was a misunderstanding somewhere along the way. Now, we could absolutely still get an Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer today. My guess is if it happens, I'm not going to be here for it. The Disney investor call is happening right now as we speak. If the trailer happens while we're on air here for about 15, 20 minutes, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. Would love to know about it. But look, this is how this typically works for most major motion picture films is if Entertainment Weekly or Slash Film or Total Film or anyone else puts out an exclusive which features, some very prominent photos of Obi-Wan Kenobi and some of the other cast in the show, you typically don't get a trailer on the same day. Now, if you go to Making Star Wars and read their most recent article, Jason says that he was given a picture that was apparently from the trailer. Now, I don't know this. I haven't talked to Jason this morning. I did reach out to him, but haven't heard from him. I know they have a show that usually comes on about 2 p.m. Eastern time. My guess, and again, I don't know, but my guess is one of the images he got was actually from the Entertainment Weekly photo shoot, and it just didn't have the stamp on it. I could be wrong on that. I hope I'm wrong on that because, like most of you, I want to see a trailer today. I don't want to wait any longer for a trailer, but typically Disney Plus series trailers don't come out this early when you consider how far away the show still is. Show doesn't debut till May 25th. It's a long ways away still. So while I'm hopeful we get a trailer or a teaser of some sort today, I got to say, if I was a betting man, I wouldn't bet on it. I think if anybody's sitting around Twitter refreshing every, few minutes, I think you're going to be disappointed at the end of the day. I don't think we're getting a trailer today. I hope I'm wrong. Fingers are crossed that I'm wrong. But I don't think it's coming. I see no reason to think that it would be coming, despite Making Star Wars track record, and they're definitely the go-to source for Star Wars leaks and information and stuff. I can't see that happening today on the same day as an Entertainment Weekly spread. And the spread is great, and we're going to look at that in a second. And we might touch on some spoilery things here, so here's your warning now. But yeah, I'm hopeful that it comes. I just can't see it happening. Maybe it comes tomorrow. Maybe it comes next week. Maybe it doesn't come for another month. Who knows? But at least we got some photos, and I know photos aren't a trailer, and it's really easy to be disappointed. But at this point, I wouldn't count on anything. So we'll have to wait and see. Waxon says it'll probably be like they did last year with the live stream. I don't think this one's being live streamed. I think if you're a shareholder, you have access to the conference. But I don't think this is like a great big deal or anything. I truly don't think that we're getting anything else Kenobi today. I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully, I get off work later and I'm thrilled that I'm wrong. I just don't see it happening. That's typically not how these things work. They like to spread it out, spread out the news, keep the information train running, if you will. Let's take a look at some of these photos in the meantime, though. And why don't we start with this one here? And we have Ewan McGregor returning to the title role of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And as you can see here, this is not what he wore in Revenge of the Sith. It's very similar, but it's not. This, doesn't exactly look like Jedi Obi-Wan. There's some callbacks to it for sure, but this looks like a guy that has been, grinding it out and fighting for survival and is basically wearing rags when it's all said and done. But I like this photo. I like it a lot, and it's kind of reminiscent to when Alec Guinness is on the Death Star and he's trying to take down the tractor beam, and the way he's sort of holding on to it and looking around. It's very Obi-Wan Kenobi. And in my opinion, this image here does not take place on Tatooine. I'm open to be corrected on that. But this is just sort of classic Obi-Wan with the hood up, and I'm digging what I'm seeing so far. Really like this one. You have Joel Edgerton returning as Owen Lars, aka Uncle Owen, and he definitely looks a little more like Uncle Owen now than he did, 17 years ago now when Revenge of the Sith came out. And off to the right here is a Sith Inquisitor named Reva. We believe it's a nod to Revan, and she's played by Moses Ingram, and apparently this is a character to watch in this show. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of her, and she's in some more images as we go here. We have Kenobi there with his riding pal. I believe it's a Uopi. I probably butchered the pronunciation on that. I'm digging what Kenobi's wearing. And, I don't want to say he's at peace here, because if we've learned anything from this show so far, he's definitely not at peace. But it's kind of cool to see him in this light. It actually kind of reminds me him with the dragon-like creature in Revenge of the Sith that I cannot remember the name of. We get Reva again. This clearly on Tatooine. This is, I'm assuming, the citizen interrogation. They're looking for a Jedi, and I believe, spoiler alert, again, this information isn't coming from me. Jason's been running all sorts of scoops for months now on this series. We believe this is a scene where she quite literally cuts off someone's hands for not getting the answer she wanted. So, and those of you that wanted the Kenobi hut from A New Hope, while the show may end there, I don't really know. It certainly doesn't begin there. Kenobi's lifestyle is anything but good. He's literally sleeping in caves, fighting for his survival. The article goes on to say, we meet a Jedi or a former Jedi at this point, who has basically all but given up. And I think the journey we're going to go on here is Obi-Wan is going to rediscover his purpose in the galaxy. And not that he doesn't know it, but like he's really going to take that next step and become the guy that we meet in A New Hope. Once again, I like this one. This feels very cyberpunk, or even Coruscant, Blade Runner almost, of Reva here, and another image that I assume is not Tatooine. And those of you that were worried we weren't going to be getting anything but Tatooine, that appears to not be the case, which is fantastic. We're actually going to get to go off planet, and it's going to be one hell of an adventure to follow. And just visually speaking, everything that you see in these images here as we go through them feels a little more darker and a little more gritty looking than what we've gotten in the Disney Plus series to date. And I mean, I myself had heard that the Kenobi series is definitely a little more mature than some of the other content that has come out in the Disney era of Star Wars. So how far they go with it, I wouldn't be expecting to see something like the Batman or anything. That's That's not likely, but I do think we're going to get a different type of Star Wars storytelling here, and I'm all for it. And Deborah Chow's directing all 6 episodes. I honestly can't wait to dive into this series. A little unfortunate it doesn't come out to the end of May, but a little while longer, and we will get there. Again, I wouldn't hold your breath on a trailer. I just don't see it happening today, although I hope I'm wrong. Maybe it's happening right now as I flap my gums. And then the cover, which I'm definitely going to get my hands on. I'd love to get this and frame it. He looks fantastic here. You know, he's not quite Alec Guinness here, but the transition from the Obi-Wan Kenobi we left at the end of Revenge of the Sith to Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan Kenobi we meet 19 years later in A New Hope is definitely underway. You can totally see it in his facial structure. It's a little more raggedy, and a lot of people were wondering if Kenobi would be using his actual lightsaber in this. And judging by the picture, that question has been answered. The title reads, Ewan McGregor lights up the Star Wars galaxy for the rematch of the century. Holy Sith, Vader's back. It's honestly a fantastic read. Head on over to Entertainment Weekly. You can check out some of the articles there. It's great. My question for all you is, do you think we are still getting a Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer today? I really don't. I'm not trying to be that cynical party pooper guy. I'm just trying to set realistic expectations. Hope I'm wrong. Hope I get off work and get to watch it 10 billion times and then come back on here and review it later. But as we sit right now, I'm guessing we're only getting the images. And you know what? It's better than nothing. It's still disappointing to basically have the entire internet hyped for a trailer and we don't get it. Maybe we will. Who knows? But what did you think of the images? What one's your favorite? Comment down below. We want to know what you think. We take time to get back to as many people as we can. And thanks for coming out. Thanks for tuning in. And Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's just a little further. Have a great day, everybody. Sorry, Waxon, I didn't see your super chat there. I think this is early. I think this is very early. I think the whole first episode, we're going to get an idea of the lifestyle that Obi-Wan Kenobi is being forced to live. And it's not great. So, Heart of Naboo says, well, when Disney posts the trailer, I'll answer a few questions here. But if anybody has some questions to get in, I got about 5 to 7 minutes here. So feel free to put them up and I will quickly answer what I can. Let's go back to this image here. Waxon asks, could that be before or after the Qui-Gon ghost? So again, we did say there'd be spoilers on the stream. We do know Qui-Gon is in the show. My guess is this is one of his either one, Bail Organa has arrived, or two, this is one of his trauma-induced flashbacks of younger Anakin. I can't see this being Qui-Gon's ghost, but maybe. You never know. Obviously, his living conditions aren't great. You know what I thought when I seen this photo? Is if you added some snow and ice to it, this looks like the exact same set from The Mandalorian Season 2, the Spider episode. I kind of wonder if it's that set repurposed. So we do know they're doing a lot of that. Yeah, no, he lost a lot. I mean, think about it. He didn't just lose Anakin. He ended up losing, oh my God, Bo-Katan's sister. I can't think of her name at the moment, which makes me feel like a bit of a failure. But he lost her too. He lost Jedi Order. He lost his life. So the idea that even someone as pure-hearted as Obi-Wan Kenobi can't be affected by this stuff, he absolutely can. And I think we're going to see that front and center in this series. I know some people really didn't want to see him, you know, going through PTSD and really being stressed. And they didn't want to see that side of Kenobi. I was literally watching a fairly reputable Star Wars site discuss it on YouTube last week. And I just kind of thought to myself, well, you're definitely going to get it. Like they're not going to just skip over that. You absolutely are going to get that. Waxen says that they sent in a super chat. I know. I believe I answered it. The Qui-Gon's Ghost one, unless there's another one. I don't know. But anyways, that looks like we're caught up with the questions. So I'm gonna bolt, and here's hoping for a trailer. But again, I certainly wouldn't expect it. Have a great day, everybody, and may the Force be with you.